Welcome to another episode of The Artificial Mind, episode 13, Fashion.
Fashion.
Are you ready to show off your fashion?
Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm ready to make my fortune.
Oh, I love it. Well, we do got some praise to give out to the people first, I have to say. I'm going to show off right now on our screen our Spotify Wrapped. It just came in. It's pretty cool. How long do you think we've been going? What, 3 months? 4 months?
Seems about right.
Yep, 13 episodes, and here we go. So we're jumping right in. In 2022, you did your thing, and the people loved it. All right, it's going. It's doing a cute little animation. You created 318 minutes of new content, and that's 87% of other. That's more than 87% of other creators in the arts category.
Where's my suit and tie?
Yep. It's I couldn't be more happier.
I'm dusting a little bit of dust off my shoulder, like.
Then they go on to say, "You can't hear us, but we're clapping right now." Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Next up, can you guess your number one episode? This one I know. Do you know what our number one episode is?
Oh, it's been pounding in my head a few times. Number deuce.
Number 2, yep. The Lost Tapes of the 27 Club is our number one episode.
Number 2 is number 1.
Yep. Got it. And it says 360% more streams than your average episode. That's for Lost Tapes of the 27 Club. I love that episode.
It makes me keep thinking about it though. Like, what do we want to do to get? Not that we're like trying to get numbers, but it's like what was so fascinating about that one was it the fact they were dead and they were 27.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's very interesting. That was such a cool episode too, because I introduced this to you, and I remember listening to this years ago, and I still get chills down my spine when listening to Drawn in the Sun. Great episode. Mm-hmm. Keep listening to that episode. That's a banger. That's a straight banger.
Bangering.
All right, the next slide. We're up to 3 of 9. Your podcast loves to travel. "13 countries. 13 countries heard. 13 countries heard.
That's crazy.
13.
Never in my wildest dreams did I even think of like Canada or another country.
I don't even think we have Canada. I don't even think anyone in Canada knows who we are yet. But something
I live so close to y'all.
Something magical happened between October 23rd and October 29th. That's actually the week of my daughter's birthday. We had 73% more listeners compared to the average week.
Halloween, man. Was that when we did our Halloween one?
We did have a Halloween episode that time, and we came out with Loab Woman that week too.
Oh, that's right. I haven't heard anything about her in a minute.
The Loab Woman still pops up in AI. Still pops up. Check out the Loab Daily from Super Composite. The next slide here says, "Whoever said sharing is caring was probably a fan of yours."
Sure.
One of the best stats that we have here, your podcast was in the top 15% most shared globally. 34% of you direct link sent this, right? Direct link. 23% from Instagram, 18% from Facebook, 16% from other, and 9% through text messages. 9% through text messages.
That's weird.
That is incredible, and the fact that podcast is being shared collaboratively through cell
is that
phones.
Kind of when we stand out is that text. Because of that text.
Probably, but that's a very cool stat.
It's unique.
Next, what are the artificial mind listeners like exactly?
Yeah, y'all, what do you like? So we know, so we can do some episodes here.
So Spotify has classified the personality of our Spotify listeners as the devotee. When your fans love a podcast, they really love it. They're quick to support new releases and play their favorite episodes over and over again.
I'll listen to certain ones we do over and over. I don't actually.
You release now. We released this would be 13, but it's calculating 8, and they were in the top. You released 8 video episodes this year, and they were in the top 25% most viewed.
Across the board.
Across the board, man.
Okay, YouTube and all of them. Huh.
Next, you created 1 poll and 7 Q&As, and listeners joined in 7 times. We have an active community. We have a very active community.
That's true.
You and your fans have something special. I would agree. And now this next slide, now this is one of my favorite slides here. Your top 10 podcast for 28 fans. You're a top 5 podcast for 21 fans. You are a number 1 podcast for 8 fans. So 8 people love this show. 21 have us in a
really love it.
Yeah, really love it. 21 have us in the yellow, and and top 10 for 28 fans. That incredible.
Well, thank you all.
Yeah. Slide number 8.
Share the love.
The Artificial Mind. Thank you for sharing your podcast with the world. No, thank you. And then it says here, speaking of sharing, we made something special for you, which is they gave us our Spotify Wrapped little banner. The banner kind of breaks down everything. 9 episodes, 318 minutes, 13 countries. In such a short time, we have managed to do something so cool.
3 and 4 months, that is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of what we've been doing, man, and I couldn't be more happier than to do it with you, someone who is an actual artist, someone who is of sound in mind. For those who don't know, I mean, I think we may have said it before. We went to boot camp together, so there is history here, and maybe we'll get into that lore one day. Now,
I'm sure that's how we started conversations. Actually, it was some form of art.
Yeah.
Video games.
Now, we were just talking about this before. Lensa AI. What are your thoughts about it?
Oh, yeah, you were talking about that. Well, like the fact that all these new copycat midjourney apps are out there right now.
Yep. And now look, there are things. There's Stable Diffusion. Excuse me. Stable Diffusion. A couple of the other ones I don't remember the names of, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the one my friend told me about this morning that he used.
Oh, so that's the one. That's the one I actually want to bring up. So Lensa, it's called Lensa AI. Okay. Now it is a iOS app that just came out just recently. I don't know how long it's been out. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, here is my take on this. Now, when you look at the description of Lensa, it says it is a brand new way of making your selfies look better than you could ever imagined. Forget about conventional filters and photo editing tools. We bring you the simplest yet the most practical mobile app to date for perfecting selfies on the go. Okay. Now it says, you know, perfect face skin, make eyes impeccable, adjust backgrounds, extra perks. You know, has an payment annual $30 for the year, and you get to you get to auto adjust. You get to make yourself into a comic book, a selfie dreamy by adding a fade effect. You know, add tints. You know, there's some really cool creations, really cool creations. But this could be a hot take, okay? This could be a hot take. I'm not trying to talk shit about the company. I'm not trying to talk down on them, but I just don't think that they're merely more than a photo filter app, just like any other one that's been out there. You know, AI art, when you put in a prompt in, or when you try to remix a photo, you don't get exactly what it is. You don't.
Right.
You're not supposed to, and that's the.
Would you want to? I mean, that's kind of defeats the purpose of it.
Yeah. So, you know, I will never dive into Lensa. You know, I just think it's filtery. It's too filtery, and again, you know, I've seen some of the work that's come out of there. It looks good, but I don't think that this is AI art. If you want to use real AI art, go on Stable Diffusion, go on Dolly, go on Midjourney. You know, these are real AI art generators where you put in prompts, you get to actually remix the photos, everything.
And they're only improving quicker than shit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's you know, it is what it is. That's my personal opinion about it. It's become such a trend. Everyone is doing it. We're going from like local friends to celebrities, and they're really just like, I've been AI'd. I'm an AI art piece now. You know, I'm just like, no, you're not. That's just a filter. You know, because you put your own pictures, a picture of you, just like I did of me, and did it look like you?
No, not by yours. I thought was more accurate than mine.
Well, you know, with the title screen, it does look like you. You know, it's just there's just some features, extra features that it gives us. Like for some odd reason, for my photos, it never gives me a full beard. It gives me like one of those like modern, one of those like Johnny Depp beards, and I'm like, I don't have one of those. But I guess like with the patches that I have on my like those open patches of where my beard should be.
Doesn't it always give you like a really long earring too? It seems like you always have a dangler.
Yeah, like an earring or a microphone or like you know, it's supposed to be a headphone.
It looks like an earring. That's
Yeah. So
that could be a new design job.
Yeah. All right. So you ready to, you know, get into some fashion?
Yeah, I want to show some shit off.
All right, man. So the first one I'm gonna put up. I'm set. This is my astronaut sneaker that I created.
And I really liked those. I wanted some.
I would
you
buy.
said you're gonna design these.
I would put these in production in a heartbeat.
Keep the same color. Don't change the colors either. I like the colors.
Yeah, and that was the vibe I was going for. I wanted.
Yeah.
So orange is not the common astronaut uniform, right? Not the common one, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, you know, do they have orange?
I think they're coming back, aren't they? I think the orange ones are coming back. Because those were like in for All Mankind, they kind of had orange ones throughout their.
They had the aluminum ones. They had the
blue ones.
The blue. Listen,
white ones.
The blue ones were nice. Yeah, so I'm looking it up right now. The orange suit. NASA has been using an orange suit since 1986.
Oh, really? They haven't. I thought they did it before that. Like, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So they do use it. It doesn't really say much. I'm gonna have to like deep dive into this.
It was definitely on the Challenger. I remember that.
That's exactly what they're saying. That was the first one.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was the first time that that's what it says since then. Our next one. Let me. So our next one is going to be. Did you get that?
Sorry, I'm daydreaming. Oh, my gloves. Yeah.
Yep, the gloves.
So the concept was like a glove that you could, kind of folds out almost like a sock, but it's for your arms. And people are wearing these like leggings that you can just roll up. They're like huge socks, basically, is what I call them. But hey, why not some for your arms? 'Cause I know my arms get pretty cold. So I was like, if you make like a cyberpunk version of it.
I like these. It's got like the mitten types, the mitten fingers in the way, but it looks like you could wear them as mittens, or you could wear them as gloves.
Like an all-in-one.
Yeah. And I don't know what the blue thing up there on top is. It looks pretty cool. I'm assuming it's some kind of like
thermal pad, maybe.
Thermal pad. That works too. I'll take a thermal pad.
What were you thinking?
Temperature thermometer or something? Thermometer? Ooh. Yeah, or thermometer.
Oh, that would be cool. So like if it's getting really cold out and like, what's the frigid point where it's not good? Oh, frostbite.
Yeah,
it's getting dangerous outside and that little indicator comes on your. Yeah, that'd be a cool idea too.
Yep. I like that. I like that a lot.
Practicality.
All right,
what is the practical application of this, sir? Well, to keep your hands warm, and if you get in frostbite, I'll let you know and get the hell out of there.
Yep. Now, I did get a little crazy with the space stuff. All right.
But I liked it.
Forgive me. With Midjourney, I'm always going into the deep outer annals of space, and
I'm not different.
I did it again with the astronaut sneaker made by Nike. All right. We got a comfortable shoe. Okay, look at the soles. Look at the soles.
Well, I didn't know if they were Nikes, but I like the fact that I can't tell that they're Nikes. That's even better.
Well, they're supposed to have the logo on them. I don't know why the logo never showed up, but in this one, I did put on that I wanted these to be Nikes. I love the frame of it, and I love how like the back white of it. Right? You see how the top of the lace where that strap is, where the top of it is, kind of like where the boot strap is. Mm-hmm. That white part, to me, it's like, you ever seen those hiking boots where they're supposed to like keep your feet straight, and they have like that brace in the back of the boot? That's kind of like the idea that I wanted here for that, and it came out perfectly. It looks comfortable.
And then you can strap it around like you basically strap it around your ankle too.
Yep.
Like a Velcro or what kind of looks like it'd be a Velcro.
Yeah,
or I guess it could be kind of a belt loop.
Yeah, because you could even see at the top, at like the bottom of the pant, there's like a strap there kind of to tighten it up.
Yep.
It's perfect.
I have something like that.
Yeah. Oh God, I love it. That came out so good.
Yeah, the detail in those turned out really damn good.
Yeah.
Version 4 all the way.
Version 4? Listen, version 4 didn't come to play.
No, they're
all right, what you got for this one?
Let's see. Oh, speaking of like the thermal pad with my gloves. So I've had this actual concept for years, like, because I'm always getting cold, like in certain spots of my back, like shoulders, lower back, and I always thought if you had some kind of like patch that you could wear, or like a scarf where you didn't have to cover your whole body, but it gets the areas where your blood needs to be warmed again. And I always thought like some kind of device that you could wear on your back that goes down your spine. I've actually told this to a few people, and some people have actually brought up that might not be a good idea, but I don't see harm with it if you're not using like magnets or anything.
Yeah, I like it.
That's what it is.
I like the idea. So it's supposed to be like like a wearable heating pad.
Yeah, like they got the icy hot things. This is a little more advanced.
Yeah, I like how the spine just looks super protected.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like, oh man, it's so
reminds
cool.
Me of Dead Space.
Ooh, yeah. You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember in Fall? We always go back to Fallout. In Fallout 4, when you go to the Brotherhood, they have like these like uniforms under their exosuits, and it kind of looks like this.
I don't remember that. I played it and I beat it, but I don't remember that part. In 4? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I played 76. I just forgot.
Yeah. Listen, 76. Actually, we'll talk after the show because we'll get into a whole conversation.
About the net or the
movies not even. We'll talk after because like if I bring it up now, we're gonna get into a whole conversation about that new Fallout 76 update. And
okay. Too much to bring up now.
So guys, I'm sorry. We're going back to space.
Hey, if you know it and you love it, share it.
Yeah.
And
so
you seem to love it and share it.
So again, like we were just talking about For All Mankind, there was a specific. Listen, guys, if you haven't watched For All Mankind, you're about to get a slight spoiler right now. I'm sorry, but there is combat on the moon. Okay.
Yeah, they use guns, y'all.
Yeah. So there are guns.
I didn't think it was possible.
Yeah. So there's did you finish it?
Oh, I'm waiting for season 4, man. Once you guys told me about that show, it was all over.
Oh, you finished For All Mankind. Great. We're gonna have to do a whole For All Mankind episode. Tam for fam.
Tam for fam.
Tam for fam, baby. Look. The space exploration, anything space. Bethesda's coming out with Starfield pretty soon, and you know, yeah, things are getting real crazy with space, and I can't get it out of my head. So I wondered, you know, going back to like For All Mankind, I wonder like what does a military space combat uniform look like now? We do have a slight idea with like the Buzz Lightyear uniform, because if you look at some of like the artwork that was made for the new movie that was out recently, the uniforms that were created for the movie were more combat-esque, which are really cool. Yeah, and that was the idea I wanted to go with this. You can see like the pouches up front. He's carrying some type of like rifle. And listen, this photo came out so fucking badass. I'm just saying.
I say this was the first one I saw that you put out, and I was like, oh shit, he's going to space again, but I like it.
I am always going to space. I am always going to space.
We space cadets.
Listen, Space Force, baby. Space Force.
Hey, I'm down. Hey, y'all, you're short on guys. I'm sure there's 2 people that are talking right now that might be interested.
Maybe.
Depends on the job. I want to be a paper pusher.
All right, now this is your baby right here. I love this. Now,
kind of go on the same lines of what you're doing. I mean, this is ranking and stuff.
Is this supposed to be a military cap?
I'm pretty sure I put it down as like a ranking Space Force cadet. I just like cadet hats so much because I wear them so much.
Cadet hats are really good. I personally, one of my favorite like space military hats is in Star Wars in Return of the Jedi, and even in The Empire Strikes Back, they have like those Ushanka hats kind of, but they're like cadet hats at the same time. So yeah, I kind of get that feel with this one. I love it. I love the emblem on the side.
Yeah, that would be like basically if he was a general, not in the lights. I don't know if I would want them to be lights necessarily. It could just be reflecting fabric, because I know that stuff's out there now too. I don't know if I'd necessarily have that be
the RGB is something to look at though. Look at that.
That could be, well, you know how they always had our missions or where we've been on our blues and stuff. I guess that could be a representation of it. Those flickering lights or colors could be like the pins. Is that what they call them? Good
Yep.
Lord. I've been out that long and I'm already forgetting my terminology. Yeah, I've been over to Korea. I have this colorful button right here that says I've been there. Ribbon? Those were the ribbons, weren't they?
Ribbons. Okay, yeah. So like the whole triangle could be like a ribbon, right?
Yeah.
I really like this hat.
Update it.
I really like this hat because just finished a show called 1899, and this hat kind of reminds me of like a ship captain's hat.
Yeah.
You have to watch the show, by the way. It's a fantastic show.
I've heard of that.
It is so good. It is so good. Netflix.
Is that on Netflix? Okay.
I got a couple people hooked onto it. It's about a ship that goes.
Give it to me once. You'll probably do it again.
Yep. And listen, 1899 is a good filler. We'll talk about that after the show because again we'll get into a whole nother. Oh God. But yeah, I love this hat. I love this hat.
I do too. I would wear it.
I would wear it. Fuck. And yeah, so we're coming up to my last one. It's not in space, guys. Don't worry.
He thought he'd change it up a bit.
Just a little bit. And let me tell you something. I did have a space suit made. I did make a space suit, but it was not featured because I loved this one more. So the idea of this, I love the future. I would always love to see what a future military would look like, but more like we're going darker colors here. So the chains on the pocket, I kind of figured that would be like time of service ribbons of some sort.
Okay.
Or maybe times of service, military ribbons. He's got the patch on the side. This was just supposed to be like, this is just he's got the belts, he's got the pockets and things like that. Great colors, and he's got the protective scarf for cold weather.
Could this be their ceremonial garb?
This could be a ceremonial garb, or even I love like the Napoleonic jackets. War jackets from back then, and I always thought that's really fucking cool, actually. That's really cool. And so I thought maybe why don't we kind of like modernize that a little bit and give it some kind of Americanize it, throw some colors in there.
Well, I said when you showed me that picture, I like that. I don't know if you were going for the green, but I like that really dark green.
I do. Yeah, I wanted that dark military green. Now, also, if you look at his left hand, our right, he's got like a cuff kind of. I thought that was a pretty cool detail. What could that be? Could it be that you could turn this jacket into like some kind of a short sleeve? Can you hide weapons in there? It's a beautiful piece. I would love to see a jacket like this in production, to be honest with you. And our final one, and I left this one for last because I actually like the way that this one looked that you made.
Yeah, I don't think I've had this concept. That first one I had with like the pad going down your spine, I've had that since I was a kid, that concept idea. But this one's...
So talk to me about this one, because I love... First off, I love that it's like a blueprint fashion drawing.
Yeah. Well, that was the only way I was going to think I could really explain it and have AI pull it off.
Yeah.
So I wanted to have like some snow pants kind of set up that would fold up inside your coat. And that really isn't a far off concept. It could be done. I've got a couple of coats that are so puffy. I'm like, well, all you'd have to do is tuck them up in there. But it's a winter coat. But if you need winter pants, you could unfold them. That was, it'd be like probably stitched and velcroed in to keep them in, like a little pouch, and they fold out. They probably wouldn't be the greatest fabric because they got to be able to fold up inside your back and not like feel weird, sitting in your back when you're sitting against something too.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. I gave this some thought. But yeah,
It looks warm.
yeah, I like it. When I saw, because the first picture I got when you get all 4 ideas or concepts, I love them all, so I actually saved that picture. I never saved the one where you get all 4. I saved that one because each of them looked awesome.
That's awesome. And what's really, I like this too because I mean, did you use a textbook prompt in here or something?
I think I put schematic for one thing. It wasn't a whole lot of different terminology.
Yeah.
What did I put?
This came out dope. This is probably one of the coolest fashion pieces I've ever seen in my life. To have it come to life, and for it to be like a winter suit. It's not only is it stylish, it's kind of cyberpunky, gothic.
That was the other reason I liked it.
You know, it's very like futuristic, and also, dare I say, it's a little Sithy. Okay, it's a little Sithy.
Maybe that's why I like that shit too.
You know, it's got a little bit of the. I see a little that old hickory, that old Sith hickory up in there. Beautiful piece, beautiful.
So yeah, I put a futuristic winter coat that stows snow pants. I think I put more than that, but here's the actual picture because it's
send it to me. Send it to me so I can put it up because I'm actually curious about this.
Well, of course, no. Here we go.
You know, and fuck it, I'll throw one more bonus too. Actually,
yeah, do that while I'm doing this.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Here we go.
Are we fashion designers now, Stro?
All right, dude. I said that to you the other day, and
I know.
If it's this easy, which it ain't, but if it's easy to come up with concepts, I'll be that dude. Because this is some cool shit.
Oh, so this is the 4 right here. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I was like, I've never taken like a saved picture of all 4, but I liked all the concepts of that because it even has that the number 2 one even looks like it'd be a girl's version of this because it's a little more cut around the waist. Did you get it yet?
Yep, I did. I'm about to put it up. Santa Fe, when I dream on my own. Such a good song. Sorry. All right. So, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. They all came out beautiful. Yeah. So you didn't upscale all 4 of them. You just saved the 4.
No, that was like the original one. Yeah, I typed it in, snow pants, blah, 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 and that came out, and I was like, holy shit, I'm saving all those.
This came out beautiful.
I might have done a beta upscale, but I don't think I did a whole lot to it. I was pretty impressed with it at first. I remember being just like, wow, I want to save those.
Interesting. Fucking interesting. I love it, and hey, man, if you don't mind, I'll close it off with my last one.
Okay.
We're going back to space. So, to me, this is like the top part of the orange sneaker. This is This is the more modern. What I would like to make a more modern NASA suit with the orange. Now it's got like that cool like insignia on top of the flag. I don't know what, maybe some kind of astronaut team, but like look at the curvature of the mask itself. It looks comfortable. It looks like there's padding. It looks like there's a bunch of safety mechanics, so you could put some air holes in there.
They've thought of the extra fabric so you don't like tear anything in the helmet.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It came out really nice. The helmet looks safe. It just looks like a very, very comfortable piece of equipment. Okay?
And they didn't have to change much because I thought this stuff out thousands of times over.
Yeah.
Like, what if we do this to the helmet? No. If it's fine, don't make it,
Don't fuck with it. Yeah. Yeah, yep. Exactly. Shit. Well, that was fun, man. That was fun. We're fashion designers now. If anyone, and we don't want no fashion designers that be doing weird stuff like they've been putting out there lately. And it, you know what I'm talking about if you've been watching the news lately. But But yeah, that was episode 13, fashion. I have a couple of ideas that I want to throw your way. I think, we got Christmas coming up. We have, I'd really like to do a Fallout episode.
Oh, God. Well, you don't have to tell me twice.
You want to do that the next one? You want next one's Fallout?
They haven't given a time when they're going to start putting those out, have they, the episodes?
No.
Okay.
Man, we'll
definitely after New Year's then.
Yeah, we'll get
whenever you want to. We can do it that next round.
Yeah, you know what? Next episode will be Fallout, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh God.
It will be Fallout, and I'm actually gonna have too much fun with that one too.
I'm not going to bed early tonight.
Oh God, same here. It's okay. It's okay.
Francesca, make sure he goes to bed at a decent hour.
Oh man. All right. Well, thank you so much, Stro. That was fun. Guys, make sure you check out www.linktree.com/theartificialmindpodcast. On top of that, make sure you also check out linktree.com/Clean Sanchez Media and check out the Clean Sanchez Media store for other Artificial Mind merch now. The link is there. It will be posted in the description. Guys, thank you so much. We couldn't be more happier for you guys listening to the show, the 13 countries that have listened to us in this short time span. We can't wait to see what next year is going to be. We have some great ideas coming up for the new year, and yeah, man, you got anything else? You got anything else to end the show?
Nope. Just keep sending us more pics because I love what I'm seeing.
Oh, shit. Fantastic, man. All right, brother. Have a good night, guys. So long and farewell.
Peace.